Hi, I'm Glenn. This is Dave. We're NC Beer Guys. We promote NC Craft Beer online, ncbeerguys.com. We do these videos to introduce you to some of the great beers available across the state. Also introduce you to a new brewery, maybe a new beer. You never know what we're doing. Today, okay, go ahead.
But we're going way out of North Carolina, and we're going up to Boston.
We're going to do a little something special today. The guys at Sam Adams Brewing Company were happy enough to send us some beer, special delivery.
Yep.
And they want us to try this beer. And it is going to be released in limited locations, and Raleigh is one of the locations.
That's right. It's very limited throughout the country.
That's right.
So Raleigh gets the perk.
And in fact, they say down here it will be on shelves in Denver, Hartford, Chicago, Long Island, New York City, Raleigh, Canton, Cincinnati, and Cleveland, Ohio, Pittsburgh, and Philly, Dallas, and in Massachusetts.
So it
is fairly limited.
Yeah. So Raleigh gets the perk.
So we were more. It also is a kind of a special beer in many ways. Mm-hmm. And we want to tell you about it, and we know it's Sam Adams. We know it's not North Carolina beer. We know all that. So don't be giving us comments about we're off course.
Well, we
it's
go
a special beer. We do go across the border every once in a while,
right? And
it's a special beer that will be available in Raleigh Market, and
very limited because, as you read the description,
that's right.
It's got a 35-day shelf life.
Right. So what came with the beer says it's back. We've just brewed and canned our second batch of Rebel Raw Double IPA. Drinkers have got their hands on the first batch, really liked it, so we're brewing more and sharing this batch with a few new cities. The sample in your hand just came off the brewing line and was shipped overnight. It doesn't get any fresher than that. It's 10% ABV and 100 IBUs.
Yeah.
Rebel Raw Double IPA is a big hoppy IPA. We brewed it with 7 hop varieties to create a huge hop character that's jam-packed with citrus, floral, spice, and resinous pine notes. Imagine burying your nose in a pile of fresh hop cones.
This aroma is ridiculous.
That's the experience you want to have when you take a sip of Rebel Raw. This is such an aggressively forward beer. Hop freshness is critical. Hop character diminishes over time, and we want IPA lovers to enjoy this fresh beer as soon as possible in order to experience the optimal range of hop flavors and aromas. It might be, by the time I finish reading all this.
I'm loving this.
So that beer in your hand, don't store it in the beer fridge for later or age it. Drink it now.
Yep.
What you need to know about Rebel Raw. Rebel Raw has a 35-day shelf life. Our shortest shelf life to date. We brewed this double IPA with 7 pounds of hops per barrel. Each hop variety imparts specific flavors and aromas to the brew. So here comes your 7 hops that are in this beer. Polaris, which is a kettle hop, fruity and intensely floral with notes of fresh mint. The Galaxy, which was in the kettle, citrusy, spicy, and herbal with hints of green fruit and red berries. Amarillo, also in the kettle, orange, grapefruit, and tangerine notes with slight fruit sweetness.
Yep.
Zeus, also in the barrel, earthy and spicy with hints of citrus.
Yep.
Now for the dry hopping. They dry hop with Centennial, medium citrus, intensely floral with hints of wood. Cascade was also a dry hop, floral, spicy citrus, and grapefruit with hints of red berries.
Which I didn't know that.
I started to say that was something.
I knew Cascade was always going to be grapefruit.
We hear about some of these more than others, and I never heard about that red berry stuff. And Simcoe, intense pine with aromas of passion fruit and apricot.
So you got a great lesson on. I took a picture of this, so I knew the hops.
That's right.
And basically the flavors and aromas that impart because we brew, and I always like to explore hops.
Sure. So this is a very limited quality, as we said. It will be available in May in 4 packs of 16-ounce cans, and we have 2 of those here.
Because this is a
we hope
double
you enjoyed
IPA.
the Rebel Raw Double IPA, and please let us know what you think of it. And we would thank Seth Adams, the brewer at Sam Adams, for making sure
that we had it.
We didn't have to ask, or he just reached out to us and sent us his beer, so we are certainly appreciative for that.
They say we'll be cloudy, which
and they say it's kind of funny. You know, we're all about what the can says, being what the beer is. And in fact, they give you a little heads up before you open a can. It says hazy from hoppiness. So if you're looking for a clean, fresh, not hazy beer, that's not one for you.
And this one says, hoppiness is happiness. If you don't like big hop bitterness, this beer isn't for you.
That's right.
It's unfiltered, so there's all sorts of hoppy goodness in every can. But that also means it's a little cloudy. The recipe is raw because it's evolving. Turn over the can and make sure it's brewery fresh. Drink it now.
Yeah.
We recklessly shoved hops in here so that you can enjoy a fresh blast of hops from every sip. And our cans say it's good until June 14th.
Right, we just got it. So ours is plenty good. In fact, good for another just about three weeks.
So you know that if you see this, grab it, drink it.
But also, if you see it on the shelf, uncold, you don't probably want it. They say keep it cold all the time.
Yep.
And if you please check the dates.
Right.
You don't want this beer apparently
Like,
after 30 days worth. If it happens to sit on the shelf and get stuck behind something and everybody buys it,
right? It's hop freshness.
just pass on it because you won't be getting anywhere near
what they want.
That's right.
You want what the brewer wants to give you, and if you wait on it, it changes.
And if you do wait on it and then drink and don't like it, just hush your mouth because you have no right to say anything because you know you're drinking old beer.
That's right, and the aroma is ridiculous.
Let me see.
I mean,
that's like they say, that's like putting your nose in a bucket of hops.
oh my god! It's like
Now, as our viewers know, I'm not a great hop head, so I don't really anticipate thinking this is going to be my favorite beer. This is going to be probably too hoppy for me.
no, not really. Honestly, it's.
But it is borderline. No, maybe not for you.
Well, it's a plethora of hops. You're getting all this flavor.
Well, we already said it's 7. Is it 7, right?
With 7 hops and 100 IBU, which you can only taste 85 anyway. So
It depends on who you ask.
that's true too.
Right.
But the point of it is a lot of people who are afraid of IPAs and double IPAs because of all that crazy bitterness. This really isn't overly bitter. I mean, you've got some, you get it some in the back end, you get some in the back end, I will say that, but between the aroma and the wild flavors.
And with 7,
right,
you don't get overwhelmed with any one characteristic. There is a blending of the hops.
Yeah, I mean, you do, I would say that the prominent flavor is going to be citrus. You are getting that. The bitterness, you get some of the piney.
But a lot of these have some citrus notes too.
Well, that's what I mean. That's
So
why a majority of them say orange grapefruit. So you do get citrusy in it.
In several of them,
the
right,
Polaris is just fruity with mint. I'm not getting mint, but with all those flavors, and I know that my palate sucks. So I know I'm not going to disseminate.
Now I get a fair amount of pine too.
Well, on the
I think the resin.
on the back end. Right. That's what I was saying. You get it when the bitterness on the back end is when you start getting that piney resinous flavor.
But if you are a hophead, particularly, and think you really like IPAs, and of course you've not had so many Sam Adams brews that are great IPAs.
And Sam Adams, I mean, they've been around since '84. They're one of the oldest breweries, craft breweries. Let's do that.
That's right.
In the country. So, I mean,
give them some kudos.
They're
reaching out. They're trying to do.
They're part of our world, and that's what it's total respect for that.
You need to grab one of these if you can get one.
Yes.
If you're a hophead.
And actually, I saw tweets that Sam's has it.
They won't last long though, wherever they are, because it's limited as it is.
So Sam's had it, and oh crud, there was another one that I saw.
Some local bottle shops did have it.
Yep.
And considering that it's Sam Adams, you might find a few 4-packs in some of the grocery stores. Maybe. But you won't find many, and they won't last long.
Yeah, I'd rather go to the bottle shops.
Well, you'd always rather go to that's just a habit. You should always go to bottle shops. These grocery stores should be an afterthought, really.
That's right.
Right.
Bottle shops first. And this is
very good. I mean,
I'm enjoying it. I like it.
For something that I thought I wasn't going to like, because 10% IPA, and then I knew it had 7 hops in it.
10% IPA.
10% ABV, and then all the right.
And a double IPA.
Right. I thought this was going to be not what I wanted.
No, but it's actually, I mean, you have a lot of hops, but you're getting a lesson in hops. That's what it is.
And that's exactly right.
That's right.
You just don't. Yes.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
So thank you, Sam Adams.
Yep.
Or Seth Adams, the brewer.
Wow, that's just weird.
You know they went out and hired some guy named Seth Adams.
They went through the phone book. Adams, do you brew? Right. Yeah.
If you're a brewer with the last name Adams, will hire you.
You are in.
So thank you, Sam Adams or Seth Adams,
for making a really cool beer.
And for taking the time and the effort to do it.
Yep.
They don't have to do anything at Sam Adams, but put out everything that they regularly put out.
Yep, that's right.
And they're trying to meet their marketplace.
That's right.
And
They did it well.
that's exactly right.
Yep.
So we normally say drink local and keep your beer dog North Carolina, but every once in a while,
Just veer out a little
you
bit.
gotta walk on the wild side.
Go to
Drink
those
something different.
There are 49 other states you can try.
And Massachusetts not being a bad one either.
That's right.
That's right. Especially if it's Sam Adams. It
That's
is
right.
craft, as
Yep.
Dave said. So until next time, it's David Glenn reminding you to drink local, keep your beer dog North Carolina, but try Sam Adams every once in a while.